Welcome to SC Custom Designs. It's lunchtime and I am down in the wood shop. I started a new project. Forgive my washer over there. I started a new project. I'm going to make a stool for the speakers at those who talk in our local church. And so I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. I just want to go over some of the pieces that I already cut out and where we are in the project. So these are the potential legs that I cut out of a 2 by 12. And if you know anything about legs and the preference for what type of wood, how it's cut out of the log, the tree, you want rift. Rift is very good. And that's when your grains are going like this. This provides more strength and stability. So I have two of those. I have plenty of the of leg here. I'm really only going up around 36 inches or something like this. So, but I thought when I make one project, let's make a couple. Then you can sell those. This is an example of more like plain sawn, and that's not a good idea to have a leg cut from that one. So, the rift is the way to go. So I basically just ripped them on the table saw yesterday. I also cut out and ripped from the 2 by 12s these pieces here. So what I'm going to be doing is I gluing this up here, gluing these up, and then I'm going to sandwich. This piece is going to go on the bottom, and this will go on the top. And that's going to be nice and thick. Then I'll be able to swoop out of it, or do whatever it is that I do. This piece over here is going to be for the feet, where the feet are going to rest. So try to imagine what this is going to look like. I did a very crude drawing of what it's going to look like, and some measurements that are in there. So this is all pretty rough. So that's what's going on there. So when you're gluing up wood to wood, it is a very good idea to use your jointer to make sure you create um, nice and smooth and flat um, areas to glue together. When you buy lumber from the store, by the time you get it home, from the home center, by the time you get it home and it's sitting around in your wood shop, there's a certain humidity down here, or it's going to be very dry, whatever. The wood is going to start contorting and doing its thing. And besides that, even though this may be a factory edge right here, it's going to be who knows what. So that's why it's a good idea to join the wood. After all, you are joining it together. So these two pieces here, I thought were a really, really good match. You can hardly tell where it stops and where it begins. So this piece here is actually here. So this piece being joined to here. Also a really good idea to have a clamping um, strategy. So do what they call a dry fit. A dry fit is when you simply take the pieces, and in this case it's very easy to do, and go ahead and clamp them up. There's nothing worse than just sort of having a pile of clamps thrown somewhere, and then you're putting your glue on and then you're going to start clamping up. I've got plenty of stories where things just go wrong if you do it that way. You think it's going to be simple, and it may be simple, but this stuff happens. And so let me explain my simple setup. When clamping two pieces like this, it's a good idea to have two clamps, in this case, okay, that are on top of the unit, and then another clamp which is under the unit. If all three clamps were on top, what may happen is you may cause a cupping when you're clamping together. It's because all the clamps are pulling on, you know, from here and here on top. So that's why you alternate. Okay, so if this were longer stock, I would continue the concept, or I would alternate the positions. Another wise thing to do is, in this case, I have two small clamps which are going to hold these two pieces here exactly flat. Okay, so in my case, like for example, let me finish the sentence. So once it's clamped up and dried, then, you know, I may want to send this through my planer. Oops, my planer is only 13 inches. So I don't have that chance to run it through. This is the DeWalt. Look up the episodes I do on that. So that's only 13 inches. Let's see what I actually have here. I've got 16 inches. So I say all that to say this. Make sure you do it right the first time. And these small clamps on the end are going to help keep these pieces together. Okay, so I'll put the glue between the two pieces, and then I'll pull them together, and I will put these clamps here loosely fit, not tight, and then I'll start putting on these three other clamps, and that's how I'm going to glue that up. Okay, so we've covered quite a bit here. Hopefully you're enjoying this this new episode. I've got so many projects going on. If you look down at the floor, you'll see that I'm quite busy down here. Nothing like a nice pile of dust, okay? So the shop cleaning is long overdue. Yesterday I made an exception. I didn't bother hooking up the jet dust collector, and I sent shrapnel all over the wood shop in this direction. And so you could see how much wood that I planed off from the planer. So there you go. I was just, you know, like I said, I'm a software QA guy in the daytime, and at lunch and weekends, nights, this is where I am. All right, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel, and would really appreciate that. I've got probably around 900 to 1,000 videos now on a variety of subjects. So if you see a tool, I did an unboxing. Okay, so that's how we did. We have a lot of fun there. We'll do our usual goodbyes, and 5 different languages. Shalom uvracha, totzin, tzajin, masalami. Take care. Was that 5? I don't know. I got to make lunch now. Take care. God bless.